Morning. This is love reading for Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Starting with you because I've had the words Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces going around my head since I woke up this morning, so I knew what my task for today was. So not sure which sign the message wants to come out for. I'm going to record all three signs in one reading, but you'll have a reading each. If I remember, I will timestamp it. I do often forget to do that though, so but I'll try and remember. Yeah, I'm going to do this as a love reading as well because that's just what I normally do generals first, but I'm just feeling that for some reason this needs to be a love reading. So I'll do love readings, try and get these all out today, and then I'm going to try and get some generals out as well, and try and get some pre-recorded for the next few weeks, so that if I get poorly again, there's no big gap between readings. So I've got a few things jumping out. I haven't asked for any yet, so I'm not taking them. What I'll do first is I'm going to take some general energies for water signs from this deck. That was quick. Goddess of the Moon. Number 52, so we've got 7 numerology there. Water signs, pretty much moon oriented signs. So, and we do have this new moon in Pisces coming up. So this could be, and with this card as well, you see how she's holding this like purpley coloured sphere above her head. I always see this as like crown chakra or third eye chakra. So this could intimate that there'll be some information coming through, or that it'll be a good time for you to do some work on the higher chakras. Towards personal healing and happiness, right? Numerology 34, so we've got 7 again. We've also got, if you can see, there's a rainbow in the background. So I feel like this is maybe asking you to focus on healing, because with healing comes happiness. It can be dirty work while you're doing it, but it's the key to releasing things. And for anyone that saw my video yesterday that resonated with that, then this card came out for that as well. So for me, I didn't point out yesterday as well, obviously with the High Priestess being Pisces, because we had a lot of major arcana come out to begin with. So I'm feeling sort of a High Priestessy vibe with this as well. So yeah, this for me could be speaking of like psychic information, psychic download, psychic boost, and man holding a coin. Right, so the man holding a coin, again, 43, 7. We've got 3 lots of 7 numerology here. Man holding a coin, so this generally means the allergies playing today. The appearance of a man with good financial resources. If you're the man, then this could mean an upswing in your material world. This could be inspiration coming in on ways to make some money. I mean, this is meant to be a love reading, but so predominantly this could be, like I say, the appearance of a man with abundant financial resources. So yeah, that's the overall energy that's coming through. So let's start taking a look for each sign. We'll start with Cancer. Love energies for Cancer for the next week or so. The new moon's tomorrow, isn't it? So This could be doing like looking into some rituals. Take a look on my Etsy. The link will be in the drop down box. I sell some I sell some ritual kits and bits like that. Also, actually going up today, I've got some psychic work boxes, like the wooden boxes with deck of tarot cards, a pendulum, sage, crystals. They've got a bit of everything you need to get started with psychic and spiritual, like tapping into your gifts and what have you, and ritual and stuff. So if that is something you've been interested in, I'll get those up today. It's worth a look. So right, so Cancer in love over this new moon to full moon phase. So we've got the Two of Wands. That's kind of like looking out towards the future, making plans. I always get drawn to the world in his hands. It's holding the world in his hands. So this, for me, it's asking you to kind of focus on what you want. Again, coming back to ritual, look at doing some kind of manifestation work. This could be people who are already coupled as well, you know, say if your relationship's maybe got through a bit of a turbulent patch. Sit down with this door to healing and happiness. This is whether you're single or coupled, you know, sit down and work out where any issues are, what it is that you're sort of wanting to manifest or to work on or to heal or anything like that. Really start putting some plans down, understand what it is that you need to do in order to effect this change. So, what else? Wheel of Fortune, nice. Turning points. Can be the end of a karmic cycle. Good fortunes. So this man holding a coin, this could indicate, you know, like a financial upswing as well. A lot of the readings lately seem to be coming through where like finance stuff's coming through in love readings, and like love stuff's coming up in financial readings. And I think for the most part this must bode well. It must mean that you're like working together with somebody in both a material and a romantic sense. So if that is the case, I mean, they say don't mix business and pleasure, but you know, this could be the start of some good solid foundation for some of you. What else have we got on this one? I'll get some clarifiers on these as well. Something's trying to turn there. What else does Cancer need to do? Well, okay, so Seven of Pentacles, which is it's like harvest and having waited for it, like having planted the seeds. I mean, there's a couple of ways to look at this card. It depends on the context. I mean, you can see he's kind of leaning on his staff, looking at his coins growing. In some instances, his face looks a little bit like he's maybe a little bit sick of waiting for it to come to fruition. In other cases, it can mean that you need to plant something and let it grow. And with this Two of Wands, this indicates to me that it's the planting phase, the planting period of something. Wheel of Fortune, so it could be the start of a new cycle. I mean, it may be that there needs to be a focus on finances rather than career. This could be about getting your 3D in order, you know, kind of getting your balance and your stability with work and money over and above, you know, like with the man holding a coin, it's kind of like, so even for the feminines, this could be about tapping into your masculine energy and being that boss, asking you to focus on, like say, work, focus on work rather than relationships, and allow that to come with it. What's this Two of Wands? Let's get some clarifications on these and see if that is what the message is. I do feel like this is kind of like the end of one cycle, the beginning of a new one though. Like something's coming to fruition, but then something else needs to be planted. And this is like a need to look towards the future. I do feel like with this moon that we've got, it is asking you to look at, like really look at what your personal healing and happiness is. It's more about you than someone else, if that makes sense. Two of Wands, Two of Wands. Four of Wands. For me, this is interesting actually, because I always see this as the 11-11 card, so it's like if I'm doing a twin flame reading, this for me is like a really good indicator of a twin flame situation. But I started seeing the same thing in this card. If you look at the two wands and then the 2 in numerals above his head, also looks like 11-11. So we've got that twice here. So this, for me, because it's like celebrations, partnerships. I mean, this is like a wedding that you can see on the picture. It can be christenings. It's coming together with people to celebrate things. So for those of you that are already sort of in committed relationships, this could be asking you to look towards the future and really decide where this is going and what you want from it. For those of you that are single, when you're looking at like your manifestations and things like that, you need to really think about the long term, what it is that you want. And of course, like we've got this like long term, you know, you're planting something to watch it grow. So you need to think about what, I mean, do you want marriage? Do you want kids? Do you know, like, and if you want that with somebody, really think about what that person needs to bring to the table for that to work, and what you need to bring to the table. Like, what traits have you got that you still need to work on that aren't going to create this long-term happiness and commitment? I mean, I know from experience, like me and my ex-husband, we clashed over the kids like hell, and it's a long story, so this is like a very, very, very shortened down version. But it's taken us, like, our eldest is now 20, and only in the last 6 months have we got on the same page with raising children. It's, you know, people don't realise, I mean, it was a karmic relationship, so we had to go through all that kind of stuff. But, you know, knowing now what I knew then, it would be so much easier if we were on the same page and we both were bringing the same values to the table. So this is just kind of like a hint to look at those things and really think before you start manifesting. Think deep about what it is that you want. If you're somebody that's really wanting this long term and this kind of level of commitment, you really need to think about what that entails, type of thing. So what's this Wheel of Fortune? Temperance was on the bottom and it's just forced its way out. So, we've got 2 major arcana in the middle there. Just let's put another 7 there as well. Numerology, that's 4 sevens on the board there. And Temperance 14, which is double 7. So Temperance is moderation, balance, alchemy always comes through to me with Temperance. It's kind of like, you know, balancing yourself out. So I'm getting the feeling with this that this is more about sort of like looking at yourself and looking at like where you can balance things out more. There's a healing element to Temperance as well. I'm going to get We get another clarifier, if whatever that was wants to come out, it's got another chance. Clarifies temperance for me. Eight of Cups. So this is walking away from anything that's no longer emotionally fulfilling. So for some of you, this could definitely be ending a cycle. Decide what you want with your future and what you want to plan and make a decision. It's come out under the door to personal healing and happiness. So many people stay in situations that they're not happy in. It's because they haven't lined up the next one yet. And that's not how the world really should work, in a sense that I don't want to put should on anything, but staying in a situation where you're not happy just because nothing else is there, that isn't focusing on you. And there is an element of focusing on you to this. So for some of you, this could be about choosing to close out the cycle and work on your personal healing. And if you see, we've got the Eight of Cups there, and the Temperance card, I've got two more cups. That's the Ten of Cups. That's the emotional fulfillment and happiness. It's very, very similar to the energy of this card. So this could be kind of saying, if you want that happiness, you want those extra two cups, you're going to have to go out and find them. You need to make the decision to walk away from things that aren't serving you and look towards your future and make a solid plan, not just stay in situations that aren't for you anymore because you just don't know what else to do. You've got to take the bull by the horns and take action on this. So, what's this Seven of Pentacles? Six of Cups. So this could be, it's kind of like it's nostalgia, childhood sweethearts in some cases. I'm going to get another clarifier on that, just to be a little more specific. It could be somebody from the past coming back in. Can be a soulmate connection as well. What is this Six of Cups? Whoa, too many to take there. Just one, please, for the Six of Cups. Clarify. There we go. Two of Swords. So we're guarded against something, blindfolded to something. It could be not having all the information needed to make a decision. So you're a little bit, at a stalemate. So the Six of Cups and the Two of Swords, I feel like you may be overplaying something from the past. You're kind of keeping yourself stuck and guarded because of something from the past. Let's get another one. Some of you, this could be a soulmate connection and you just, for some reason, you're guarded against it and you're not seeing it for what it is. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration and working together with somebody. This may be that you're closed off and you're guarding yourself against somebody or some situation that requires working together with somebody on something, but you're resisting it, you're holding back from it. For whatever reason you're holding back, so these have come out under the man holding a coin. So I feel that for some of you, this may be some kind of like business venture of some description, and it requires you to work with this person that's maybe a potential love interest, but you're avoiding it for some reason. Maybe scared to go that road. I mean, there could be a multitude of reasons as to why that is. You know, like I said, people don't want to mix business and pleasure, so it's like worried that it could muddy the waters of a connection or something like that. But these cards are pretty much saying that this is like, it's almost like, for some it is definitely a soulmate connection, and this is like a long-term future thing. So I'm just going to take 2 from here to round this off for Cancer. That was quick. 10 of Cups. There's a potential 10 of Cups situation here. This is like love, marriage, kids. It's the whole 9 yards. It's everything. So whatever the situation is, it's got the potential for that. And we've got the Hanged Man. There's a better way, pause for reflection and insight, and dare to be different. So you need to take a step back and look at this. In this deck, it's the perspective card. You need to take a look at this from a different point of view, because however you're viewing it, it's restricting you, it's holding you upside down, and there is potential for the real happy ending here. You know, how I said we've got the 8 cups there, walking away from something towards the extra 2 cups, and it brings 10, and then the 10 of cups has come out. So, and then we've got the rainbows in both of these. So yeah, you're shielding yourself. You need this new perspective. You need to take that blindfold off and look at it from a different angle, because there is potential here for a really brilliant relationship. So yeah, there's not a lot more to say there. That's for Cancer. Let's gather these back up. And I'll move on to Scorpio. So Scorpio love covering this period from around this, so just coming up to this new moon tomorrow, so intending this to cover the sort of period between this new moon and the next full moon. So, okay, 9 of Pentacles. So again, independence, stability. It's kind of like a level of independent, like financial standing. It's a very sort of single ladies feel to this card. So 7 of Swords. We'll find out a bit more about what that entails. That kind of, it's normally to me the first thing that jumps out is like some kind of shady behaviour, or it can be strategy, and so maybe that there's some kind of strategy needed too. And Hanged Man. So for Scorpio, the Hanged Man, as we've just had that for Cancer, from a different deck. It's strategy, it's not strategy, it's perspective. Seeing things from a different way. So, for some of you, you may be just working on yourself completely at the moment. You've got no interest in relationships, or, you know, like getting involved with anyone else. or you're viewing somebody or some situation in your environment as there's some kind of sneaky behaviour. Let's get some clarifiers. What's this Nine of Pentacles about? Bit of a tricky read, this one. This could be that there is some kind of shady behaviour going on somewhere in your background, and you need to, it's Hangman, you need to pull back and see it for what it is. So for the Nine of Pentacles, we've got Six of Pentacles as clarification. So this is about sort of equal give and take. There may be a situation here where there isn't equal give and take, and this is where the Seven of Swords is coming into play, because one of you is kind of like real, you may be just so independent you don't want to be involved in something and kind of have to share. Let's take another one. Ten of Swords, right. There's a situation here where there's some potentially shady behaviour going on, and or it's been a past situation, because I'm drawn back to this personal healing and happiness again. Perhaps you've been in a situation in the past where it's left you feeling like you've been used or betrayed and backstabbed, and you just, like, there's been that shady behaviour, somebody's behaved in a really nasty way, and it's just left you feeling better. It's left a bitter taste in your mouth, and you're not interested in getting involved with anyone. But the Hanged Man is asking you to change your perspective on this. Let's see, what's this Seven of Swords? So, the Emperor. So we've got a fair few pentacles here. So again, this could be work related for some of you, like, in being involved with a boss or something like that. I mean, this could be a situation where somebody is involved with their boss, and it's kind of going around, it's a secret affair, it's being kind of kept on the down low, and there's no equal reciprocation there. Like maybe you want it public and they don't, or vice versa. What's this Emperor? What have we got there? Four of Wands. I'm feeling there's a married man here. Somebody's involved with a married man. And it could be that you're involved with somebody who's avoiding commitment. I feel like this is asking you to weigh up if this is fulfilling or not. And it's like, are you going to be left with this Ten of Swords in your back type of thing? The Hanged Man is asking you to weigh this up. I'm getting that somebody could be kind of sneaking around as well, trying to perhaps lock somebody down. Maybe sort of getting pregnant or whatever in order to kind of get that person. That's a very specific one that's coming through. This is just asking you to think through your choices. No judgment. It's up to you what you do, but is it really going to leave you with the result that you're wanting? Like I say, that's very specific. That's definitely not for everybody, but it does feel like there's kind of like some strategizing and sneaking around going on. Let's see, what's this Hanged Man? So, 7 of Wands, a challenge. This is people coming at you to challenge you and challenge your position. Clarify this 7 of Wands, please. Followed by the 8 of Wands, swift change and can be communication, but it's like swift change, it can be movement over a distance. I feel that with this, there are people who are stuck in situations that, I mean, the 4 of Wands should really be a positive card, but I'm not getting that energy with it here in this situation. Somebody's involved in a situation that isn't for them. You need to change your perspective. You need to look at things from a different perspective. You need to stand up for what you want. You know, if somebody's not committing, not leaving the wife, or, you know, when they've been promising you the will, or not wanting to make your relationship public and move it on to the next level, and you've been hanging around waiting for them, this really does say, like, you need to stand up for what you want. Change will come, whether it's the ending that you'd be hoping for, marriage, commitment, whatever, or whether it means, you know, the person will move on and it'll end, then fair enough. But if you don't, you're going to remain in limbo, and there needs to be some kind of balance had here with this. I'm going to take a couple from this deck and see what comes up. Whoa. So, 6 of Wands to turn itself over, which is it's victory. So whatever you do in this situation, you're going to come out victorious. It may not feel like it at first, but it is exactly what you need to do. And it's come out with the 2 of Wands and the Ace of Wands have come out together. The 6 of Wands, it can be like recognition, public recognition. So for some of you who are wanting, like, say, a relationship to become public, then that indicates that will happen. You will get what you want with that. It is victory. You've got the 6, 7 and 8 of Wands there. So, progression. So for some of you, standing your ground on what you want and not taking no for an answer, it's going to, you know, you'll come out victorious. For those of you where this person says, nah, you know, I'm not interested, it might not feel like it, but it is a victory, because do you really want to continue living like that? With the 2 of Wands, this is like making bold choices and looking out towards the future. This came out with a different deck for Cancer. It's about relationships with people who share the same vision as you from this deck. So this is about being on the same page as somebody and being able to work towards the future. And then the Ace of Wands is about new opportunities, being able to follow your passion, new opportunities for growth. So where you and this person aren't on the same page, it will open up the opportunity to be on the same page as somebody, and allowing that change to come in. Whatever happens with it is for your best good. The 6 of Wands is like I say, it's the victory card. So it's for you now to make a decision about what you want to do, stand your ground and go for it. So yeah, not a lot more to say there really. That's Scorpio. Don't settle. You need to be thinking of you and what you want and making sure that you get it, because it's not always about the other person. So it needs to be balanced. Put these back in random places, and then have a shuffle for Pisces and see what we've got to say for Pisces. Okay, so what is Pisces dealing with in love for this next couple of weeks? 10 of Wands, overburdened by something, but coming to the end of a difficult cycle where you've been carrying something. What else have we got for Pisces? So we've got the Three of Swords, and then the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So, like, the Three of Swords doesn't always look very nice. But it could be that you are healing a situation that has caused you heartbreak, kind of letting go of that situation now, moving towards the end of that and releasing that burden so that this wish fulfillment can take place. Again, drawn back to the personal healing and happiness card. It might not be a situation that you're currently in. It might be old, like something that you're carrying around still from an old situation, and it's blocking you. It's like, you know, you need to get these thoughts out of your heart so that you can move forward. So you need to really dig deep and find where these blockages are, pull these swords out, get these swords out of the equation. Let's take a look. What's this 10 of Swords? 10 of Wands. Four of Cups. So that to me feels like you're being offered an opportunity, you're being offered something, and perhaps you're just not taking it, you're not open to it, you maybe dismissing it. And is that because of this? You're not seeing what's on offer to you because you're allowing your vision to be clouded. I feel like for some of you, you're being offered something. You're being offered this cup of love from somebody. They may not be being too sort of open about it as well right now. They may be testing the water with you, you know, like sort of seeing where you are with it, and you may be sort of batting them off for some of you. But it's you're carrying around this burden that's preventing you from seeing what's being offered to you. What's this Three of Swords? Two of Cups. I spotted that at the bottom as well when I started shuffling. There was a chance to heal this. Somebody is offering you, or is going to offer you, this cup, and you're allowing these swords to make you turn it away. The wish fulfillment, the potential for wish fulfillment is there. I mean, twin flame energy with this, you know, 'cause it's come out under the Daughter Personal Healing and Happiness, and on the Three of Swords. So this is like healing past wounds. This is a definite call to heal past wounds and past hurts in order to allow this this relationship and this commitment to unfold. What's this 9 of Cups? What do we need to know about this? 4 of Wands. Twin flame as hell, this. Not for all, obviously, but for some of you, this is there's an opportunity to heal something within your twin flame connection and to move it on a notch. I mean, this has come out under the man holding a coin as well, so I'm going to have to open that window. I'm absolutely boiling. Hope it doesn't affect the sound too much. It's come out under the man holding a coin, so I feel like for some, there's been some kind of balance and stability achieved. That's brought in this wish fulfillment, and it's given the opportunity to have, I mean, these have come out one after the other. They're both union cards for me. But I do feel that with the healing element that's here in front of me, that there is still healing to be done. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Yeah, there is still healing to be done for some. You're carrying around this burden that's preventing you from taking this opportunity and moving forward. I'm going to get a few more clarifiers for this. What's this 4 of Cups? Hierophant. This could have something to do with tradition. I mean, we've got marriage twice here with the 4 of Cups and the Hierophant. I mean, some people do see the 2 of Cups as being marriage, like out exchanging rings, exchanging cups, exchanging vows, that kind of thing. So there could be an element of like tradition to this. This could be somebody stepping up. I mean, is somebody offering you marriage and you're afraid to take that offer? Is somebody offering you commitment and you're afraid to take it? Or are you expecting something a bit more traditional, but this person isn't giving you exactly what you thought it should be? So it may be a mindset that's burdening you and blocking you here. You need to kind of see the offer for what it is. You don't have to take the first offer that comes to you. Do you know, like, you don't have to, if it's not for you and you're not totally happy with it, then you don't just have to take it. But it's an opportunity to move forward and discuss and work with this person to see what page you're on with this. What's the 2 of Cups? Just seen Temperance in my mind as I started shuffling. Moon. So I feel like this is things coming to light as well. Like the moon could be anxiety. You've got some kind of anxiety that's blocking you from this. It could be like illusions and deceptions. Like you're allowing anxieties to cloud your vision. Moon again for me as well. We've got the goddess of the moon there. This could indicate timing, something over this new moon or this next or the full moon. Could be some new understanding coming to light. What's this 4 of Wands? Kundalini activations over the moon phase. Some of you are going to be experiencing that. And we've got the Empress on top of the Four of Wands. So it's coming into your power and your feminine strength. I mean, we've got, get hold of it, Goddess of the Moon and the Empress there, both powerful feminine figures. So this indicates to me some kind of levelling up. We'll get 2 more cards from this before I finish off the Pisces. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. I'm going to take these as one and I'll get another because they'll come out together. So, Knight of Cups, it's an offer. Could be an apology for some. So, you know, that could be the releasing of this burden, and this could be whatever's coming out. It could be a conversation that's going to allow you both to move forward and for you to pull some of these swords out of your heart. But yeah, this is some kind of offer of love. It's an offer of hearts. You've got a man holding a coin and a man holding a heart. Basically, it's some kind of conversation that's going to break this down and allow for some kind of movement forward with this. But you need to be open to the opportunity and see what's coming your way. Like I say, it may not be the offer that you want, the exact one, but it can open up a line of communication for you. And that came out with the Ace of Wands, which is a new opportunity for growth, new opportunity for spiritual development. So it's very, very twin flame energy for a lot of this. Did I say Ace of Wands? That's what it is, Ace of Wands. But yeah, it's a new opportunity kind of coming out of nowhere for you to move forward and grow. Was only after one, we've got 2. 10 of Pentacles, commitment, stability, and we've got the Emperor, divine counterparts. We've got the Empress and the Emperor. I'm going to be a bit brave here and I'm going to say that this is a road to union for some. I don't want to say it is union, but there is a strong marriage vibe here with these. And this. These blocks and burdens need to be worked on and dealt with and removed. I mean, I do feel this offer could be marriage. The 10 of Pentacles is like lineage, long term. It's like setting your family up, you know, like everything that comes with sort of like the home, commitment, stability. But it's got that financial edge to it as well, you know, like long term, like it's kind of like being able to look back down the line and seeing where you sort of like created your lineage and like everything that sort of come from it. Really struggling to articulate that one. But yeah, it's financial success and a promise of a rich and rewarding family life. You know, sort of being able to travel together, you know, have a nice home and all that. And I know a lot of that stuff's kind of like a bit 3D, but this is the reality that we're in. So these are the things that need to come with it to some extent. But I do like to be careful when talking about marriage where twin flame connections are concerned, because they're not necessarily vital. But yeah, like I say, I'm seeing that for some that is there. We do have the Empress and the Emperor. We've got all this going on, so there's definite union energy for some. This cup and this wand is the opportunity for spiritual growth and emotional and relationship growth. So yeah, brilliant reading there for Pisces. Not much more to labour on there. Yeah, thank you.